Hello everybody, it's Mamiya and I'm here to talk you guys through this orange cut crease. Alright, so I'm going to start off with filling my eyebrows in with the eyebrow gel from NYX in the color Expresso. And I had just bought this yesterday from Sephora. No, I bought it from Douglas when I was in Prague. And that video, hopefully my camera's memory card will let me import it so I can show you guys how beautiful Prague is, even though it was really cold outside. But yeah, I could not find ABH's dip brow while I was at the mall, so I had to go with this. It was definitely a risk because I used to not fill my eyebrows in at all, but now I do, and I'm very picky about it. So now I'm just taking the spool on the other end of my brush and I'm shaping my eyebrows however I like them to be. And then I'm taking the dip brow, not even a dip brow, but the brow gel, and I'm starting to draw out my eyebrows with this angled brush I got from some store while I was in Missouri. I didn't have access to a lot of things because I was an AIT and they don't let you do a lot, especially when you get in trouble. I mean, I didn't get into any trouble like individually, but everybody in my company was always doing something stupid, so it never got to go anywhere. So I just took a little bit of this brow gel and I just put it on the other side of my hand, and I actually did like it. I'll probably use a little more to darken it, but not too much. But I did my eyebrows different this time. You'll see that it's more like really faded in the front. I tried to make it like, what is that word, tapered. In person it looks normal to me, but then I realized in the video it doesn't look normal. So I apologize for the way it looks, but I promise you in person it looks bomb. So now I'm just taking the spool again and I'm trying to kind of spread the product out. And the line that I put at the very bottom in the front of my brow, I'm trying to spread that out. And so I just fast forward and I did the other eyebrow, and now I'm taking NYX Contour palette. Contour and Concealer, I believe that's the name of it. And I just do that under my brows. I just take a little bit of the darkest shade in that little palette, and I use the same angled brush for the bottom and the top in filling my eyebrows. And for this, the top, I use foundation because I have not found a concealer that actually matches my skin the way I want it to. And unfortunately, they don't have a LA Pro Girl concealer out here that I can just get as if like I was in the States. Just go to the beauty supply store and find some. It's much harder here, and I hate ordering things because I've had a lot of stuff get lost in the mail already, so I don't want to risk it. So now I'm just taking a damp beauty blender and I'm kind of buffing it out just a little bit. I wish I would have done it a little more, but I'm taking the lightest shade, but not the color corrector concealer, out of that palette, the NYX palette, and I I'm buffing that out as my base for my eyeshadow. So now I'm taking Beauty Creations by Ruby. My friend let me borrow it. She hasn't even used it yet. I actually got to use it on her. Hopefully I'll be able to show that video. But I took a dark shade and I went ahead and spread that all the way out to under my brow bone, all the way to my tear ducts. And then I took another brush and I kind of smoothed out the concealer under my eyebrows because it was a little too bold. So now I'm taking a lighter brown and I'm placing that on my eyelid and then blending it into the darker brown so that it all flows. And you can see it, and I'm glad I chose that. So I'm going back inside of the NYX palette, and now I am putting some concealer down to create my cut crease. And just to let y'all know, I'm winging this. Like I didn't plan this before I created this video. I literally asked to see her palette and she was like, yeah, and then she had never used it, so I just took a look at the colors and I just did something and it came out really well. So I chose this orange. It looked much lighter from inside the palette, but it was the darkest orange in the palette, and I was like, okay, orange is kind of cute on me, so let me try it. And it came out so bomb, and I was so excited, as you can see. Oh, I do not have on false lashes. I mean, I do, but I went to a salon to get my falsies done. So, that's why my eyelashes are already done. And they look so bomb, y'all. This is my first time. So, I'm just taking the concealer once again and doing it on the opposite side. It's kind of like a half moon. I'm not even taking it all the way across my eyelid. Now I'm taking the orange again and I'm packing it on top of that concealer to really bring the color out and to make it stick. And I definitely put a lot more because I really wanted the orange to show. So I took this smaller brush that I had and I took like a glittery goldish kind of color and I put that right inside my tear ducts. And to be honest, y'all, I love to do makeup, but I don't have I'm not going to say I don't have the money, but I do not like spending a whole bunch of money. So I only have about 10 brushes and I make them all work. But this foundation that I have matches my skin so well. Thank you, Queen Latifah, because the PX does not have a lot of stuff that black girls can really use. But it was my luck to find some that actually matched my skin tone because Missouri made me super black. But first I took a e.l.f. foundation brush that I had bought from somewhere I can't even remember, and I put that on and then buffed it out, but then I didn't like it, so I used a beauty blender. And here I'm using concealer from Ruby Kisses. I can't remember the name right now, but I'll make sure I put it in the description box below. Every product that I use in this video, if you like anything, though it's pretty cheap, I'm going to put it in the description box below so you guys know where to get it. And I'm just putting concealer in my highlight points wherever I want it. And what's surprising for me is I do not highlight and contour. I actually don't know how to contour. And one time I did try it and I absolutely hated it. So I just highlight, but I don't highlight too much. And you can see it on my forehead that I didn't blend it out all the way. And I didn't even notice until later on. and I actually cut it out of the video, but I did fix it. But now I'm taking the NYX palette again with the lighter shade that I use for my eyelids to do my cut crease, and I'm making it a little lighter right under my eyes in the corner, right below my tear duct. Now I'm taking my Airspun setting powder. I absolutely hate watching other videos and seeing ladies take a whole bunch and just put it on their face and they literally look ashy like they have baby powder on. I don't know why they do it, because when you take pictures it looks kind of crazy. So I just put on a little bit and I left it on, and I just had to throw some Vaseline on. My lips were really dry. And then I took some Fit Me face powder, I think that's what the name is, and I just placed that right on top. And then I bought this lippy from Douglas yesterday as well. It's called Maison from NYX. It's a matte lip. It's the only kind of lipstick I will ever wear, and I rarely wear lipstick. And then I took Katy Perry's lipstick. I just saw it at the PX and I thought it would be a cute color to use. And now I have a finished look. I'm going to throw on some highlighter from inside my Bare Minerals, this little, I don't even know what to call it, but my aunt got it for me a while ago, and the airport basically broke it, so the eyeshadow part doesn't work, but this is the final look. Hope you guys enjoy. Oh my gosh, don't put me on there while I'm trying to record. Y'all fool the bomb.